A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events, former President Donald Trump has announced his intention to sue the BBC for damages ranging from $1 billion to $5 billion. This decision comes in the wake of the BBC's recent apology for editing a segment of Trump's speech delivered on January 6, 2021, at the Ellipse in Washington, D.C. The president expressed his dissatisfaction with the apology, stating, "I think I have to. They cheated. They changed the words coming out of my mouth." Trump's remarks were made during a conversation aboard Air Force One, where he indicated that legal action could commence as soon as next week. The controversy centers around the BBC documentary titled Trump: A Second Chance, which has been criticized for misleading viewers by suggesting that Trump incited violence during the Capitol riots. However, Trump had actually called on his supporters to march peacefully and patriotically, make your voices heard. Following the backlash from the edited clip, the BBC's Director General and Head of News resigned, underscoring the gravity of the situation. In a statement, the BBC acknowledged the editing error and expressed regret over the incident, but they firmly disagreed with Trump's claims of defamation. They emphasized that the documentary would not air on any of their platforms, and that they had communicated their apology directly to the White House. Trump's attorney, Alejandro Brito, has sent a letter to the BBC demanding a retraction of the documentary, a formal apology, and compensation for the alleged reputational and financial damage caused. The letter specified that if the BBC did not comply with these demands by the deadline of 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, Trump would proceed with the lawsuit. Trump took to social media platform Truth Social to express his outrage, stating, "These are very dishonest people who tried to step on the scales of a presidential election. What a terrible thing for democracy." The former president's response highlights his ongoing grievances with media portrayals and their implications for his political image. In a related note, as Trump navigates this legal battle, he plans to engage in discussions with UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer over the weekend. This meeting could potentially address the diplomatic tensions arising from the BBC's actions and the subsequent fallout. Meanwhile, the fallout from the documentary and the associated controversy has raised questions about the role of media in shaping public perception and the responsibilities that come with it. Critics argue that the editing choices made by the BBC not only misrepresented Trump's words, but also had broader implications for democratic discourse. As the situation unfolds, it remains to be seen how the legal proceedings will affect Trump's public image and his relationship with international media outlets. The stakes are high, with Trump seeking significant damages and the BBC facing scrutiny over its editorial decisions. This case could set a precedent for how media organizations handle sensitive political content in the future. In summary, Trump's intention to sue the BBC for up to $5 billion over an edited speech raises critical questions about media integrity, political accountability, and the ever-evolving landscape of public discourse. As both sides prepare for what could be a contentious legal battle, the implications of this case will likely resonate far beyond the courtroom. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.